Welcome to We Need to Talk podcast talk show ภาษาอังกฤษสำหรับคนไทยที่ชอบใช้ภาษาอังกฤษค่ะ and I'm your host Bo Savitri as usual. Welcome all of you tonight to We Need to Talk with Valentina Ploy. She's our special guest tonight and let's meet her. Okay, come on up น้องพลอย Hi.
Hello สวัสดีค่ะ Hello ค่ะ
Oh wait.Was that an effect or was that just me? That like it was so slow motion.
Really? Oh, I'm not sure what's happening then. Oh no.
Wait, hold on.
Hi. You're gone.
Sorry.
Okay,ค่ะ, you're back.
Wait, I can't. Okay. Okay, I was freaking out because I can't really hear Nong Ploy. So, Nong Ploy, can you say something again, please?
Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, yeah, not. Okay, it sounds like a robot. This is what Nong Ploy sounds like. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sign off real quick and I'm gonna come back, okay? So, you guys wait for us. We'll come back in 5 minutes, I promise. In the meantime, we'll play some We Need to Talk music or something. Nong Ploy, I'm so sorry. I'll come right back. I'm not sure what's going on, but okay, we'll be back.
สวัสดีค่ะทุกคน
Whoa, you know what? I'm surprised by how 27 people are still watching and are still with us. We so
Yes.
appreciate you guys. Okay, so this is the magic and the charm of the live streaming show because we have to expect all the like accidents and stuff, right, น้องจี
ใช่แล้วค่ะ อันนี้คือ backstage มากทุกคน ดูออกเลยว่า
What's happening right now?
We're still waiting for people to reconnect. I think there's some like
Okay.
with the internet.
Right. Okay. So yeah, that's the thing that we have to deal with, but that's okay because actually Ploy is with us, right? Okay, no Ploy is at backstage, so maybe we can talk to her in the meantime.
Yes, we can.
Hello.
Ploy ค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ again ค่ะ
We're so sorry. That's the technical difficulties a little bit.
It's absolutely fine ค่ะ
Okay. So, are you home? Are you at home right now?
Yes I'm at home in Bangkok right now
Okay. So, ต้องถามคำถามยอดฮิต So, fully vaccinated yet?
Not yet I'm gonna do that in Italy yes I'm planning to go to Italy in December so yeah probably there it's faster and easier for me
So, going back to Italy, is that the annual thing for you that you always go back to Italy to visit?
Yes, normally I would. I mean, I just moved here around 2.5 years ago. Before I used to live in Italy, and then, I try to go there at least once or twice a year. But obviously, during COVID, like 2 years ago, I didn't go back at all, and I just went back like a couple of months ago, I think, and then I came back, and then now in December, hopefully, I can go back there.
Okay, so nice. So, from which part of Italy are you from?
I am from Amalfi Coast. Ka. It's like in the south. It's called Sorrento. It's a very, 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 very nice place.
Okay, did you say Sorrento?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the south,
had such a nice.
the south of Italy. What is that like? Is it like warmer and
It's yeah. It's
what can you
definitely.
find
Sorry, I think we're delaying, and I'm talking on you. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
No. So yeah, I'd say it's very like warmer for sure and very colorful. The sky is always blue, full of lemons. Like there are big lemons like this, as big as my head. I'm sure if you Google the pictures, that's very interesting to see. The food is amazing. There are like lots of rocks and mountains with the sea on the other side. So yeah, it's just a very nice and calm touristic place, especially in summer. But in winter, it can be quite cold, even though it doesn't snow, but it's still very cold.
So Nongji, have you been to Italy?
I haven't, but it's very interesting. I would like to.
Yeah, you guys should go.
Yeah, I went to Florence once and I really loved it.
Yeah, Florence is very beautiful. I actually never been to Florence. Confession time.
Yeah,
but I know that like it's one of the most beautiful cities in Italy, probably.
All right. So how have you been? What are you up to lately?
I'm actually pretty good. Still like having the excitement with me of releasing my latest single, Drunk Sleeping in Taxis, and I haven't been releasing in quite a while, so I'd say I'm very happy and excited still, and just doing my day-to-day daily tasks, trying to keep myself busy, writing music. But yeah, everything is good.
Yeah. So that's so amazing that you write your own music.
Thank you so much.
And we really love it. So can you let us in on your like next project or the next song that you're going to be writing? Anything in the pipeline right now?
I've written already my future songs, at least a bunch of them. I'm not sure which one will come first or what. For now, we just had planned like another single before the end of the year that will be out, I don't know, I guess November, or beginning of December for my birthday. But that's like the shortest plan that we have, shortest term.
That is so
So your
cool.
birthday is in December.
Mhm.
Sorry? I think it cut.
I think Bo is back now, so maybe just let her back on the streaming.
Let me try bringing people back.
ครับแล้วสำหรับคนที่อยากฝากคำถาม
Here
ถึง
she
บอลติน่า
comes.
บอยนะสามารถฝากเอาไว้ได้เลย ทางคอมเมนต์ไม่ว่าจะเป็น Facebook หรือว่า YouTube นะน้องโบ are you back are you okay
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yes,
hear me?
I can.
Because for some
Perfectly.
reason my mic wasn't working. Okay, and I couldn't get in. It was so I was freaking out. So sorry, Nong Ploy. I'm so sorry.
It's okay,
guys,
Ka,
if you're
don't
watching.
worry.
alright น้องจี
Okay, now that I'm
let's
back.
exit and let them talk
Did you ask her
bye-bye.
anything? Did you ask her anything? Okay, bye. Okay, what did you guys talk about? Did you talk about anything at all yet, or
It was just
chit-chatting?
I guess a quick catch up about like what I'm doing these days and how I am, and just that, chit chatting about where I'm from in Italy. So I said I'm from the south of Italy.
Oh.
Waiting for you to come back.
Yeah. Thank you, and I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. This never happened.
Don't
to me before.
worry.
But there's the first time for everything, and the show must go on. So thank you for staying with us, and thank you to all of you who are just tuning in. So let's refresh that. So as P Big and Ong Ji were asking you, can you tell us a little more about yourself? I know you're a singer, songwriter, and this is where I kind of know you from. It's from the Miss Universe Thailand 2018
Oh,
pageant.
okay. Yes.
I'm a pageant fan. Okay, so you were one of the
Oh,
runner-ups
that's
too,
cute.
right?
Yes, in 2018, I think. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So
you are a polyglot. So go ahead.
no, sorry. I think it's so funny because I think we're like talking on top of each other because of the timing. I think it's a little bit. But yeah, what were you saying? That I'm about the languages, I guess.
A polyglot. Yes, you
Yes.
can speak 5 languages, right? What are the languages that you can speak?
Yes, so I can speak obviously Italian. That's my like native language. Thai, English, French, and Spanish.
So as you said earlier, you are half Thai and Italian. And,
Yes, exactly.
one of our guests that was on this show, she was our first guest for We Need to Talk Live, actually mentioned you on our show.
Oh, I
Sylvie.
know who you're talking about,
Yes.
of course. Yes,
Yes.
she's my best friend here in Thailand.
Oh, is she your best friend?
Yeah, in Thailand for sure. She was actually the very first person, like the very first friend that I had in Thailand, because I moved here around 2 years and a half ago, and we met at The Voice Thailand. So I didn't have any friends, and I just arrived in Thailand at the time, and I saw a tattoo that she has on her shoulder. It was like a quote in Italian. So I was just like, oh my God, that's my language. Are you like half Italian or anything? And she said, yes, I'm actually half Italian. So we just became friends since then, and had the chance to work with her as well recently in songwriting stuff.
Nice.
So yeah.
So you kind of bonded over that. And it's kind of like her that you've actually participated in many of, TV shows and competitions, including the ones in Italy. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Yes, definitely. In Italy, it was like my very first experience with anything that had to do like with music and sharing music. I just decided to jump on X Factor Italy one year, and I was such a shy little human. I was like freaking out on the stage, but I just decided to do that anyway, to just challenge myself and try a different thing. It's always been a little dream of mine to be on that stage when I was younger, watching everyone's auditions and stuff. So it was very exciting, and I've learned so much. And I also did another TV show in Italy called Amici.
What is it
which
about?
it's another singing competition, but it's a little bit like, I would compare it to Academy Fantasia in Thailand, I guess. It's like you're kind of like locked in this school for many hours every day, and they film you. They film all of your lessons and how you hang out with the other students in the school. But yeah, it's very, very nice as well.
That's my show. AF. I was in AF, and you're
Really?
basically you were basically filmed 24/7. So I feel like we were in a fish tank, and people could watch us all day, all night. They even watch us sleep. So that's a little creepy, but it was such a
Oh
great
my
experience.
God.
So how was
That's
that experience
great.
for
Yeah.
you?
I've stayed like in that house or whatever. I remember my year was a little bit different, because normally they would film you 24 hours, like you just said. But in that year, it was just, I don't remember for what reason, but they would just film us during the day, and then we would go to sleep elsewhere. But still, yeah, it was like 12 hours a day of being filmed the whole time. And it was definitely something new for me. Having to live together with people that I've never met before, sharing passions and being filmed while you learn how to sing and stuff like that. Because I actually had my very first singing lesson in that environment. I never studied singing or anything like that. So for me, it was all pretty new and nice.
Aww.
Stressing as well, must say, but yeah.
So what made you decide to move back to Thailand and went to audition for The Voice season 6, right?
Yes. So basically, it wasn't really a decision that I made consciously, like, I'm gonna move back to Thailand. It kind of happened because I come here, I mean, since forever, since I was a kid, since I was like 6 months old, for holiday to see my granny and everything. So I just said one summer to my mom, I was like, why wouldn't I try the same thing that I've tried in Italy? Maybe it would be interesting to try it in my other home, right? It's still a place I come like to every year, and you never know. I just want to try. And that was just gonna be in my head a one-time experience, and then I would go back to Italy and live my life as a student there, because at the time I was studying languages at university. But everything kind of happened quite fast and quite quickly. I just joined that competition, then I started working randomly somehow, and then the opportunity of Miss Universe came along, and so I kind of stayed here, like without planning it. And here I am in Thailand.
Which one was your favorite competition? Can you even choose one, or is it tough to choose?
Oh, it's such a hard question. I think that they're all nice. Like, I couldn't really choose. Maybe they're all very nice in different ways, I'd say, because the first one is very special because it kind of opened my world in that sense. So it was the start of everything. So the X Factor one, where people started to know me a little bit because they see me on television. So, more opportunities started to come in. But I'd say all of my experiences kind of left a big lesson and made me learn so many things. Like with the Miss Universe, I definitely became more confident with myself, and I was more like into the industry in Thailand as well. So that made me learn so much in different ways. But it's so hard to choose just one, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. So as we mentioned earlier, you are a polyglot, right? So you said you are fluent in Italian, French, English, Thai, and Spanish.
Spanish, yes.
So what was your first language?
So my first language is Italian still, because I was born and raised in Italy. So I went to school in Italy. My dad and my dad's family is like, they're all Italian. My brothers are Italian. So obviously I'm like, that's my main language, I'd say. And then at the same time, my mom always taught me Thai, because for her it was so important for me to speak Thai, not living here. She was like, the only morodok that I can give you, like, is just for you to speak my language, really, because it would open up so many opportunities, it would shape your brain and blah blah. So she really committed to this, and will be forever grateful for that, because now I can speak fluent Thai. And then
she was
obviously
right.
yeah, she was absolutely right. And English, I guess it was a little bit of a middle language in my brain growing up, and traveling and studying languages, and blah blah blah.
So why 5 languages? Why did you choose these 5? And how did your journey on learning so many different languages, how did that start? Did you one day decide, I'm gonna start learning French, I'm gonna start learning Italian, Spanish, or was it something you were passionate about, or what was your journey like? Or I just want to know your thought process of how you came about on learning 5 different languages, because that's amazing. I mean, learning
thank you.
2 to 3 languages is like a lot, right? But 5, that's just amazing. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, for sure. Like, the driving thing of all, I'd say, is passion, because I really like languages. I just like to communicate in general. I find it very fascinating, and the fact to be able to like dig into people's cultures through the languages, I find it something that's so beautiful. And music is another language as well for me. So I just like languages in this sense, because they are a little bit of a passport to the world. You can understand other humans in a deeper way. So that's something that I really like. So at a very young age, I guess growing up as a bilingual already in my head, like I had Thai and Italian every day from my mom and dad. And then it made me pick up other languages more easily. The fact that I like languages, I've always chosen to study like a study direction that was based on languages. Like, my high school was a linguistic high school. My university, I have a degree in languages. And then it's kind of like, at school I studied French till the end of high school. And then for university, I chose English and Spanish. And then I lived in Spain for a year during that time as an exchange student, and I had a scholarship. So that's how I had, the chance to practice and make it better and fluent. But I guess it's simply the fact that I like them very much. When you like something and it just happens naturally, I would listen to songs in 5 different languages, read books in 5 different languages, try to speak as much as I could. Yeah.
Do you ever get confused, or have you, a bunch of languages just get mixed up in your head and they jumble together? Have that ever happened to you?
Okay. I would say it never happened in the past, but lately sometimes I get that. Yes, I do get that, especially because when I need to speak, for example, Spanish or French, I would get a little bit like, oh my God, oh no, sorry, that was Spanish. Oh no, that was French, something like that. And also every time that I speak any language, Italian would come, like when I can't explain myself, or I'm being slow, or I really want to get to the point, and I'm like, I just say it in Italian, and that would make more sense to me.
What language do you dream in?
Oh, this is also a very hard question. Obviously, the main ones, are Italian, Thai, and English. But English just because it's the language that I'm speaking the most in this time of my life. So being here with my friends and people around me, close people, I just speak English with. So yeah, these 3 languages, I'd say. But sometimes it does happen for me to dream in French or Spanish as well. But it's more like rare.
So I think this will be really useful for our listeners, since we enjoy learning English and or a foreign language. What's your secret sauce in learning languages?
Okay, so for sure, like you need to like it very much, and like the reason why you're learning a language is very important. Like, why is it just the idea of being able to speak many languages, or is it because you really genuinely love it? If you don't really genuinely love it, it would be probably harder, but if you really like it, it's just easier. And I'd say that just practice a lot. To practice is the key. Just don't be afraid to mess it up or being judged for your pronunciation or accent or anything, and just go for it. Listen to music, everything that you can do that is around you, an application, watch movies with subtitles, everything really. I find it little things on a daily basis are very, very useful. Or maybe just start classes and lessons as well. Also, it depends on every brain. I guess people have different kind of learning systems.
Yeah, definitely. As I mentioned earlier, you're fluent in 5 languages, and from what I've heard, your accent is pretty good. It's really good in all of them, right? So how did you get these natural accents in these languages that you've learned? Like, how do you imitate the accent per language?
I was gonna use that word as well. I think I'm a pretty good imitator. My friends say that I'm funny when I, imitate accents in general, or like, stuff like that. So I like to imitate, and I think the fact that I'm a singer helps, because every intonation, every tone, every key is like your ear is developed to a wider range of sounds. And the fact that I can speak like Italian and Thai, which are so different from each other on sound, it's like sound-wise, they're very different. So yeah, I think I'm exposed to many, many sounds, and I just pick them up and imitate them all the time. Sometimes I would find myself talking alone in my head in one of the languages just to practice, because I have nobody to talk to. Yeah. So yeah, I think that is also practice, and practicing your ears and stuff helps.
Yeah, because I've heard that too. I've heard that singers are actually really good at learning foreign languages because they can imitate the accents more than normal people. And which leads me to the next question. Since you mentioned earlier that you're so good at imitating accents, have you ever tried to imitate your like other kinds of accents in other different languages, or maybe a different accent when speaking English, or have you ever attempted that type of thing?
Yes, that would. I do that all the time.
You mentioned your friends. Yeah, it's your friends that you always do that. So can I hear something? What first tell me what kind of imitation do you like to do? Accent. I
don't know. I'd say, for example, I just imitate generally, like, it starts in my family, really. I don't like to make fun of other people or something like that. But like my dad and my brothers, they would have a very Italian accent when they speak English. So like, good morning. And everything is very like Italian like that. So yeah, stuff like that. Or for example, my family in Thailand, so Thai people speaking English, good morning, ka, something like that. So yeah, just something like that.
That was cute. So you mentioned earlier that one of the tips that you learn the different languages is, maybe through applications and stuff. Do you have any recommendations for our listeners regarding the language applications that you use as a tool?
Yes. Okay, now I don't remember the name of the application that I used to learn the 6th language that I was trying to learn, which is Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese. I really don't remember the name of the application, but I remember another application that I actually taught languages on. Like, I didn't learn the languages from there, but during COVID, basically there was a time in which everything was very stopped. So rather than staying home doing nothing and breathing, I was like, I need to do some work and something productive. So I just signed up to this platform called Preply or Preply. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. For example, it's called Preply. That's a very good platform because I met so many students and so many people that really wanted to learn languages, and there's such a wide range of teachers or whatever for every need that you can choose from in every language, from a language to another. So maybe they could teach the new language in your own native language to make it easier as well.
Okay, we're gonna get into that a little bit more on your temporary job during COVID. But before we get to that,
Oh, I actually remembered the name of the application now.
Oh, okay. What's it called?
Sorry, I think it's called Duolingo. Or maybe I'm making, it's called Duolingo for anyone who might be interested. And there's like, you can just learn languages on that. Sorry, go on.
Thank you. That would be really useful to our listeners. Our listeners really enjoy improving their English and just listening to English and learn more about it. And, I think growing up in Thailand, when we are learning English or any foreign language, mostly the schools will stress on the grammar. And so which language do you think has the most difficult grammar, in your opinion?
For me, personally, French.
How so?
Because, so French is another Latin language, so it makes it like the roots are similar to Italian and Spanish. But for example, if in Italian you read the things like they are written, so that can play no tricks. However that is written, it's very easy. But French grammar and sounds, it's just like they write something in a way and then you have to pronounce it. Like you need to know the rules for it to be able to read something like that. And also their grammar wise, there's like, for example, 1 rule and 50 exceptions.
Wow,
so,
that sounds tough.
Yeah. It's like
even with the brands, it's spelled one way and then you pronounce it another way, which is
exactly. Yeah. Like Louis Vuitton, it's like what?
Yeah,
that's not how
or
it's
like
written.
Hermes. It's like you you would read it Hermes or something, but it's like no, it's how do you pronounce it in French? Like Hermes or something
like Hermes.
Hermes. Like in French.
It's very like with the R like that. It's very hard. And also like but something that links Italian and Spanish, which probably is harder for other speakers of other countries and stuff, is that the words have a gender.
Yes.
Yeah. So the article is not like the in English. They have like the article is like feminine, masculine, determinated, undeterminated, and all of those things. You need to conjugate lots of verbs and tenses, and it's crazy.
I took Spanish in high school, and I feel like English is probably the easiest, because Thai is really hard too, because I feel like Thai is like the hardest for me with writing and stuff. But with Spanish it was confusing because you need to conjugate and like you use different words for he, she, we, like everything is different, and I feel you why you would say that's a little difficult. But you're so lucky you were born speaking in Italian, and it's so natural,
that for that I was lucky for sure.
So should we be concerned with grammar when it comes to learning a language?
I think the key to it is understanding how your brain works. For some people like me, for example, I can't deal with the grammar. I would just have to jump in the talking and communication. And then by doing that and messing up, I get to why is it like that and to the grammar later. But some people need to be like, they need some very systematic structural processes and stuff. So they might need like all the rules and every kind of like grammar stuff to learn before actually being able to talk. But I think it depends. It's for sure it's very important. Like you cannot not know the grammar, because otherwise you will never be able to learn it. But whether you get that before or stress yourself like after that I think is important to understand. Because some people otherwise, if you start with the wrong way, it makes it very, very hard. And maybe it's just the way that is wrong. It's not that you need to like necessarily learn the grammar first or something like that. but yeah, just the basics, I guess, of course, for sure.
So to you, what do you think is the most important thing in learning a language?
I would say the passion, like in everything. It sounds very cliche to say, but I think it's very true, because if you have a passion to do something, you will find a way, whatever that way is. So for every person, I think it works differently. If they really, really want to learn a language, whether it's because their partner is from another country, like my mom and dad, or whatever, you'll find a way, even if it's so hard, even if it's like, okay, I'm going to move to that country and learn that, or I'm going to do like everyday exercises. And yeah, anything can be.
Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, as you've mentioned earlier, now we need to talk about your temp job during COVID. So you said that instead of, staying home and just breathe, you chose to pick up a temporary job through the website, you said. And what is that temporary job? Can you tell our audience, please?
Yes, actually, I've been a languages teacher, like tutor on this platform called Preply, Preply, or whatever, for a couple of months. While in Thailand, there was the lockdown in that time. It was like last year, 2020. And I just decided that, yeah, why not? I mean, I'm not sure I can teach languages. I know I can speak them, but obviously to be able to teach is a whole other skill. And it was a challenge for me, and I love challenges. I was just like, that could be very interesting and stimulating for me being at home. Let me try to do this new thing. So yeah, just applied, and I started getting students, and that was very interesting. I was a little bit anxious on my very first session, because I was like, I don't know, and everything is on the camera online, so you never know who you're gonna find on the other side of the thing.
Did anyone recognize you?
Okay, I must say during the thing, no, because these people come from really everywhere in the universe. Like had people like in Canada as well. No, not in Thailand at all. Not even one from Thailand, actually. But one person from Hawaii, I realized that he was following me before. Like I just did these lessons normally, never talked about my music or anything. I was just being professional and being a tutor in that moment. And then and then I go on Facebook after a while, and then I noticed that he knew kind of who I was. So that was the only case.
Yeah. So how did COVID affect your career as a singer and songwriter?
Okay, so in two ways for sure. One very negatively and one very positively. The negative one is that obviously I wasn't able to work like I would without COVID, because there's no shows going on, you cannot meet people, and gathering of people is such a fundamental thing for like musicians, so you can go out and play shows, promote your music. Even for interviews or anything, it makes it a little bit hard working in the studio with other people. Everything becomes a lot harder, so it was kind of like everything stopped for a long while, and that was quite not nice for me as an artist. But on the other side, on the positive side, the fact of being so very down, I must say and admit that I was quite down for many reasons. Obviously, the world stops and you're not certain about anything anymore, made me so like inspired. Like I was so inspired by my own sadness. And I wrote like I never written before. I wrote so many songs, like over 40 songs. So maybe in another situation I wouldn't have been able to do this. So I'm very happy about that in the positive side of it.
So coming back to your tutoring job, what kind of a teacher are you?
I'm a conversational, chilled friend teacher. Like I would ask first how a person, I did like all of my lessons were crafted around the student. I didn't have like a block or okay, this is my rules, you do like this, like that. No, I try to understand the person, the human behind. If this person is shy, if this person is more outspoken, what can stimulate, what are their interests, and I kind of like link it with the learning of languages, because I thought that maybe having personalized lessons makes it more interesting, right? If I'm passionate about music and I want to learn Portuguese, I'll be happier to talk about music in my Portuguese lessons, whether it's for conversations, sentences. So I tried to do that with the students and everyone I've met. So I a personalizing lessons teacher.
That's good though. I mean, I think that should spark a lot of interest from your students. Are you planning to teach any other languages?
Oh, to teach? No, I don't think I'll be able. I'm trying to learn to speak Portuguese, like I've said before, but the road is very long for me to be able to teach another language. Never say never, because I might in 10 years' time speak Chinese or whatever, and that might be possible. But for now, I know that those are the only languages I can really, speak quite well.
The only 5 languages. Just only 5, not that many. Okay, so now we need to talk about songwriting. So I've heard that you like to write songs in the bathroom.
Yes.
I love it. Can you tell? Because I mean, I know a lot of people like to sing in the bathroom, sing in the shower. That's pretty, like, I do that. But how do you get inspired in the bathroom? Can you tell us about that? That's pretty cool.
Yes, I think that it's just the fact of hearing my voice in an amplified way without being in the studio. So the bathroom is the only room in the house that makes it sound like there's an echo. So like, it's more like dreamy. And I personally like my voice more when I feel that effect. It makes it harder for me to experiment with sounds and as I write to craft melodies and stuff. So it's more fun. I don't know. I'm just used to do that since forever. So it's like a little bit of my comfort place, the bathroom.
Hey, if it works, it works. So far
I actually just had a spark now.
Yeah?
That I should write a song called Bathroom. Yes, in case I'll say that it happened in this TV show. I mean, not TV show, in this show, sorry.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so far you've launched over 10 English songs. Do you have any plans on releasing any Thai songs?
Not at the moment, I must say, because you never know, maybe in the future I will feel it's the right thing to do, but in this present moment I don't feel it's the right thing to do, just because it wouldn't be as natural and true to myself as it would be in English, because I've read all of my songs in English and the flow is definitely different. But in Thai, it's not the language I would choose to sing in. And so I'm focusing more on English music at the moment, but everything can change. I'm very open to anything, so maybe.
Do you think writing a song in Thai is more limited than in English?
I don't think it's more limiting. I think it's harder for me, at least. Sure. It's very hard because it's like in English or other languages, there's not such a thing as like intonation or tones and stuff. So whenever it comes to music, one can fit a word with every intonation, every sound. If I say house, home, it's still home. But if I do that with a Thai word, it doesn't work like that, because it's like every word has its own na ma 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 ma, so intonation, and then you need to fit the word exactly on that note, which makes it I can think definitely less in terms of writing a Thai song. I'm like, how do I do now?
So in your opinion, when you're writing a song, what is more important, your imagination or your experiences?
My imagination or what? Sorry?
Or experiences.
Oh, okay. I'd say both are important, but me personally, I get more inspired first from my experiences and the things that I really, really feel, because that's like, for me, it's like an outlet to just write it out to make myself feel better, almost as a therapy beyond every kind of like job that I have with music. That's something that I've always done for myself. So probably my experiences, I'd say, but at the same time, also imagination can help. And when you mix and match the right balance, I think it's can be very cool.
Okay, so now that we get to know you a little better, let's play a little game, okay? So this game is called This or That. All right.
Oh
so,
no, I can't hear you anymore.
Oh, you can't? Oh no, what happened? Uh-oh. Can you hear me now? Oh no.
It's a little bit robotic. It's like
Oh no. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Oh wait, no. My internet is okay. Can you hear me now? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, I think we lost น้องพลอย Okay, while we wait. Oh, you're back. Yay. Okay, you were gone for a while. Okay, can you hear me now?
Hello. Yes.
Yay!
Sorry, I don't know what happened. It just shut down. Technology.
It's contagious.
I'm back.
It's contagious. It's
Yes.
me to you. Sorry.
No.
Okay, so
Sorry.
this section is called No, you don't need to be sorry. Like, I was gone for a long time, so if anyone should be sorry, it's me. Okay, so this section is called We Need to Play. This game is called This or That, where we have two pictures for you to choose from, and you can choose this or that. So let's play. Let's see the first
Oh
picture.
no, that's exciting. Okay.
Okay, so if you have to choose one, singing or songwriting?
Songwriting.
Why?
Yes, because I think that before I consider myself a singer, I consider myself more of a songwriter, because I really like to write, and writing songs is just my favorite thing to do in the universe, really. Even if I didn't have to sing them, I would just enjoy doing that a lot. So yeah, I'd say definitely. And I don't have such a powerful, or I don't think I have like such a special voice or whatever. So I would lose a lot without my songwriting. That's like a big part of me.
Okay, let's see the next one. Ooh.
Oh my God.
Body Slam or Linkin Park. Are these your two favorite bands?
One, obviously, of all times, Linkin Park, and Body Slam is my favorite in Thailand, but I need to choose Linkin Park. I'm so sorry, kaพี่ตูน, because Linkin Park, I'm such a fan. Yes, Linkin Park.
Yay. Okay. Next.
Oh, this is so much fun.
Studying or teaching? Ooh, that's a tough one.
Okay, a tough one, but I'd say studying. Because I just like to learn new things. So it also makes it easier than maybe to teach, because I know more things, so I can pass them to someone else.
Oh, that's a good answer. Okay, next. Social media or book?
Oh, that's an easy one. Books. I just love reading so much. And I think that's actually a picture that I have on my Instagram, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. Yes, it is. So many people walk around. It's like my favorite book, Tuesdays with Morrie. Yeah, it's just my favorite book in the universe. That's so nice.
Aww. Okay, next one, please. Guitar or journal?
Guitar. Oh no, this is a hard one. They're so linked. No, this is so hard, because guitar is part of my journal. So I say journal just because guitar is part of my journal. It's like when I play random, with nonsense things. But yeah, let's say journal, because it comes before.
Do you journal every day? Do you write about what's happening in your life at the moment, or songs, or just everything in general?
I actually do, not every day. There are days where I admit I don't do it, but I try to write at least few lines a day, because anything that could inspire me, or even if I see a bird in the sky and that generates a thought in my head, I would just write it down. So on a daily basis, I have for sure like few lines. Sorry. I have for sure like few lines that I write every day, but I don't write whole long journals, or just when I'm very stressed I would do that, but otherwise every day just a simple lines. I try to keep myself doing that every day.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay, let's see what's next. Or is that all? Oh, that's it. Sorry.
Dun, 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 dun.
Just kidding. Okay, next is we need to self-talk, where we're going to have all our guests have to do this. Okay, so we're going to have pictures coming up on the screen, and you have to kind of talk to yourself in that picture. What would you say to that person in the picture? But with you, of course, because you know 5 languages, we're going to ask you to do the difficult task of speaking to yourself in different languages. Well, 1 language per picture.
Okay.
Are you up for the task? Yeah? Okay,
yes, let's do it. I don't guarantee the result, but let's do it.
Let's see the first
Oh,
one.
Maria.
Oh, so this was from the Miss Universe Thailand competition, right? In 2018?
Yes.
Okay, so what would you say to this
Okay, should I just
boy?
start with English, just because oh my god, what would I tell you, girl, in this picture?
And then you're gonna have to translate too. Sorry. Okay, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Okay. Okay, then I start maybe with Italian and then I translate in English. So, oh mio Dio, sembra che hai addominali. And that means, oh my god, it looks like you have abs. Yes.
I love it. Oh.
And
everything sounds so good in Italian. So good.
And I'd say just like forza Valentina, ce la puoi fare. Like it means like come on Valentina, you can do this, because I see the Miss Universe down there. So yeah, just that,
Okay,
just cheering my little self up. I look quite awkward, don't I, in this picture? Like smiling, very like
so.
It's funny.
I think it's cute, but maybe they just caught you on the wrong moment. Like, I think you were like, I don't think it's awkward at all. I think
it's a little bit a frozen smile. My eyes are definitely hiding some fear, I can see.
But
don't
you know
be
what,
scared.
I think you have a little wind moment going on in your hair, like on that upper bang here. I think you have a little like gust of wind, like just a little bit.
Yeah, on the left, right?
Yeah,
I can see that. Yes.
Yeah.
My hair was so long.
Yeah. Can you remember the question that you got when you were on the stage of Miss Universe Thailand 2018?
Of course I do. I will never forget that moment. That was so embarrassing because I messed it up in that question round. What was that? It was something like, what would you tell yourself when you feel very down? What would you do to make yourself feel better? And the answer was so easy. I got overexcited and I was
okay, if you have a chance to redo that right now, how would you answer it differently?
I would just say that I just write songs and sing it out. And what I actually said in a very horrible way that day, but what I actually answered was that I would just talk to myself like I would talk to a friend of mine. So just giving that same love talk to myself, because sometimes I can be quite hard on myself. So definitely just writing down a very motivational thing, like words that I would say to somebody else that I love, but doing that to myself. So that was the thing that I was trying to say.
So if you could create your own pageants, what would the pageant be?
If I could I would definitely make mindset a more important thing over beauty, over anything, whatever beauty means, because I mean, I think we have so many standards we shouldn't have. Yes.
Yeah.
Beauty is like the most subjective thing in the universe, and it just shows when you go to different countries and people like different things, and there's not such a thing as an universal outside beauty, but a great and good mind and a kind heart, that is for sure universal. So I would find a way to measure that over any kind of beauty, how a face can and has to be perfect or whatever. But just I think
That's so great, because I mean, I try to teach my daughter the same thing. I tell her every day, beauty is not just what you look on the outside. And I always, like, she's 3, so she doesn't really understand the
Oh my
concept of
God,
being
that's
nice,
so cute.
So I always tell her, because when you're at that age, people are always telling you, oh, you're so cute, I don't want that to go to her head. So I'm always telling her, okay, what makes you beautiful? She goes, when your inside is beautiful. And I'm like, okay, what is being beautiful on the inside mean? She goes, when you speak kindly, when you're nice to people, and when you share things. I'm like, yes, good. So I try to put that in her head too, because I don't want
That's so nice.
Yeah, because society judge us based on what we look like enough. I don't want her to, to judge herself just physically only. So
yeah, that's very,
really
very important. And it's so good
Yeah.
that you're doing that to her. That's beautiful.
Okay, let's see your next picture.
Oh no. Wow!
Ooh. Did you draw all of this?
Yes, I did. You want to know with what? I did that with my eyeliner that I have right now in my eyes, if you can see. I did that.
The same eyeliner you use on your eyes right now?
No, that I had to throw it away, obviously.
I was like, wait, no, that's not sanitary.
No. Yeah, so what language do I say this in? Okay, I'll say.
Did you use lipstick also on this picture?
I did the lipstick in the inner flower of the mandala. I used my red pink lipstick because I didn't have anything. I didn't have anything to draw with. I just had sprays and the painting to do, like, the big lines, but then everything is in the inside I did with pencils. So eyeliner, lipstick, and pencils.
Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, so what language would you say would speak in this picture?
Okay, let me say, I don't know, the first thing that comes up to my head in French. So, ça c'est vraiment cool. Ça c'est vraiment cool. Bien fait, Valentina. So I just said, this is actually very cool and very well done, Valentina.
French sounds so... it's so romantic. It's like,
Oui, c'est vraiment romantique.
Yeah, it's very romantic. Okay, so let's see your next picture. Oh, look at that little Valentina. Oh, what would you say to this little girl? So adorable.
Oh. Mi pequeñita, por favor, que siempre tengas esta sonrisa en la cara. I'm just saying, like, my little one. Like, I'm talking to my future daughter. That's just a little me. Like, may you always keep this little smile on your face, I said.
Aww.
Yeah. Oh my God. This
so
is,
cute.
look. It was very, like, cheeky.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember, like, how old you were in this picture?
I don't know, actually. I think 6. Could be. You might know better than me. I don't know. Like, maybe just looking by the picture.
Yeah.
5 or 6, I'd say, yes.
Like around 4 or 5, I think.
Aww.
Maybe 6.
And there's such like a real little note that I wrote to myself, actually, underneath this as a caption.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it said? Do you want to read it?
Yeah, it just says like I'm reading it right now. It says, "To little me, eventually we did become a singer-songwriter like we silently wished for in our bathroom. Now it's not been all glitter and gold. Music was a world so close to us yet so distant. There has been lots of hard work, emotional fights, tears, endless learning, and continuous understanding. We are still very human, I think." And then yeah, it cuts, but something like that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see your next picture.
เขินจังอ๋อควรสิ
Oh,
แล้ว
this is
my
at Mulaniti
son.
Ban Prapon, right? So what
ใช่แล้ว
what's
ค่ะ
happening in this picture? Can you tell us about that?
Okay, so I'm sitting next to my son. He calls me แม่พลอย every time I go there. That's Gino. Oh my god. Oh, he's so cute. He's like the sweetest kid ever. So basically, this is like a foundation that helps kids that has like, you know, they cannot be with their parents for different reasons. So I just go there. I used to go there actually more before COVID, but to just go there and hang out singing songs together and yeah, just try to make them live a different day and share some happy moments. So the kids actually got very attached to me some way, so that's so nice. Every time I arrived there, they would just run towards me and all shouting like แม่พลอย
Oh, how often
Yeah.
do you go? That's so sweet.
Well, it's been a little while. I haven't gone there because of COVID. I'm not even sure if they reopened now already. But yeah, what I would say to that picture is that Gino is so cute. Look at his face.
So what would you say to this Valentina?
I would just say, okay, what should I say in what language did I miss? Thai?
Thai.
Okay, so in Thai, I guess I would just say อยากให้ทำสิ่งนี้ที่ทำให้พลอยมีความสุขตลอดไปแล้วก็อย่าหยุดทำสิ่งนี้เพราะว่ามันทำให้เรามีความสุขมากๆเลย so don't get lost in the rush of life and forget, you know, about real shared happiness. Just keep doing that you know makes you very happy in your little small contribution that you can do. So yeah, just keep doing that.
Aww. Okay, so for our ending question, we usually have our guests talk about what's going on in Thailand. But since you are a songwriter, we can't just have you talk about what's going on in Thailand. Can you please compose a mini song for us? You can write or talk about or sing about anything that's going on in Thailand. So yeah, let's hear it. I can't wait. I'm so
Okay.
excited for this.
Can I get my guitar
Yes,
to
of
help
course,
me?
yes.
There's like a thing that I wrote before in the car, just a few lines actually about it could go well with this. So I'm just gonna improvise a melody. Help. Okay, so there are standards for everything. Feeling judged, no one listening. Framing should be just for paintings. What we are isn't worth faking. And then I dream a world that is free, where you could be you and I could be me. We wouldn't have to always agree. Still, you could be you and I could be me. Ta-dun, that's it.
Oh,
Ta-dun.
that is so lovely. What a perfect way to go to bed with your lovely voice. Oh my god, your voice is so pretty and it's so
Thank
real.
you.
And wow, the lyrics. You just came up with that. That's pretty amazing. You're such a good songwriter. You should probably write these down and maybe like, you know, post it on your Instagram.
Yeah, maybe I
story or
can really
something.
use it for a song. Yeah.
It's really nice. I
It's just
love the
about
melody. It's so
basically
pretty.
the standard. Oh no, it's cut.
Oh no. Am I back? Am I here?
Okay,
Can you
yes,
hear
you're
me?
back.
Okay. Phew. Okay. Sorry. you were saying it's about the standard of oh
no.
are you back
Yes, I can
okay
just hear you like as a robot.
oh no not again am I back
Oh no, how okay
Let me see.
yes, I think
okay
okay, I think now I hope it will be better.
yeah I can hear you can you hear me now
Yes, I can hear you. Okay.
yeah
I'm
okay
back.
Phew. Okay so can you say again you were saying this song is about the standard and then you were cut off
Sorry. Yeah, what I wrote, it's basically, I feel like what we need to talk about in Thailand. I feel like the very starting point of the very, 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 so many things I guess one has to talk about in every country, not just Thailand. But a starting point would be talking about the freedom that one has in anything, from expressing yourself in terms of like beauty standards. You want to be skinny, you want to be like this, you want every kind of standard, whatever that means. Really, I think that's very important to raise. And actually, in this little thing that I wrote, I said there are standards for everything. Feeling judged, no one's listening. Framing should be just for paintings. Yeah, that's just the line. And what we are isn't worth faking. And then I dream a world that is free, where you could be you and I could be me. Like, you don't have to kind of like put things into frame. You don't have to talk in a certain manner. If you don't hurt anybody, I mean, you should feel very free to be yourself and look however you like and do whatever makes you feel comfortable. Express yourself and your opinion however you want, obviously in the respect of other people. And I feel like in Thailand there's a lot of framing at the moment of ideas of how one should be and how one should behave, how one should eat, how one should sit, how a lady should be dressed, or anything, you know. And it's very easy to fall into judging other people, and that creates obviously such things in a society like depression, people being unhappy, the increase of fakeness and perfection that we see in social media and all of these things. So yeah, just feeling free to be yourself, it's a good starting point to talk about in every sense.
Yeah. Beautiful message.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so before we leave tonight, can you tell our audience what you're working on and your current single, right? Can you tell us about that?
Yes. So yeah, my current single that I've just released, when was it? A couple of weeks back. It's called Drunk Sleeping in Taxis, and it's just about a fear that, oh, here I am. It's just about the fear that I have of like I have a fear of like not being loved by the people I love when I'm seen at my worst. You know, we all have kind of like having to keep the pressure of being a certain person that everyone expects you to be. Like, I would be the very positive and happy one the whole time, which that's obviously reflects true parts of me. But at the same time, I can be very emotional and sad and down. And sometimes I just feel the pressure of, you know, keeping that image. And I wonder, like when I'm drunk, sleeping in taxis, when I'm crying for nothing, when I'm being irrational, when I'm being stupid or whatever I can be, and I'm being the one that I don't like, will other people, especially the ones that I love, still feel the same about me? So that's what the song is about. And yeah.
So you guys can go check it out. Check out her new single, Drunk Sleeping in Texas.
Yes,
Taxis,
it's on every social platform. and streaming
go follow
platforms.
her on Instagram too, right? Do you want to leave your handle here and any other projects you're working on? Feel free to promote yourself here.
Yes, so just stay tuned. I might have another single coming out for you by the end of this year. And yeah, you can follow all of my works and my songs on every streaming platform, and follow me, Valentina Ploy, on every social media platform and on What the Duck music platform. And there's the video of my latest single as well on YouTube.
Okay, so thank you so much for joining us today. It was such a pleasure talking to you and getting to know you better, to seeing different sides of you. And
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
Yay! And thank you for our audience for staying with us tonight and for tuning in. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you, Valentina Ploy.
Thank you
Let's
so
leave you with
much,
some
Ka.
round of
Thank you for
applause.
having me. It's been such a great hour.
Yay! Thank you. ขอบคุณนะคะ
Yay! Thank you.
Bye.
ขอบคุณ
Good
ค่ะ
night.
Bye.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night.
Good night. Bye.